Hi, my name is Dale Fowler, and I'm the chef at the Rogue Regency Inn in Medford, Oregon. And it's February. We have a new fresh sheet that we're going to be doing. I'm going to demonstrate how we're putting together the chef special, which is a boneless pork chop, and also the fresh catch, which is a Arctic char. And the steak is a top sirloin. It's prime too, which is a very good quality piece of meat, so very tender. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by demonstrating how we're going to put together our chef special. Okay, so what we did is we started off by char-grilling our boneless pork chop here. It's about a 10-ounce boneless pork chop. Seasoned it, char-broiled it, and then we finish off in the oven so that it's finished through nicely. Okay, and it keeps its moisture in it, and it's very juicy and tender that way when you finish it off in the oven. Okay, I did a butternut squash risotto. Okay, I did this ahead of time, so I have to. This is something that we definitely have to do ahead of time because it takes about 25 minutes or so to make. So this is fresh butternut squash here. Okay, and we incorporated this in with a our arborio rice. Okay, and I'm going to put this in a pan to get it heating up here like this, and then while this is simmering and heating up in this pan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Okay, like this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get another pan going here, hot, because we're going to do our caramelized pears. So I'll take these, and then I'm going to just take them and just slice them. So, okay. I'm just going to get just a little bit of olive oil here going. Okay, and we'll just put it in our saute pan. We're just going to kind of keep our risotto stirred here so it gets smooth. And you want that like an oatmeal kind of consistency to that. Okay, so this is sauteing now, starting to saute here, and as you can hear it sizzling a little bit. That's what you want. So this needs to start browning and start glazing a little bit. So, and that just takes, it takes a few minutes for that to start getting to where it'll start caramelizing and get that brown glaze to it. So at this point though, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just put in just a pinch of sugar here. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of fresh herbs here. I put in a little bit of some Parmesan. I'm going to get our pork loin out of the oven right now, okay? It's pan roasting. Okay, so what I'm going to do now at this point is I'm going to set it over here and let it rest for a second, okay? I'm going to take this, a little bit of this oil out. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to replace this and deglaze this pan. Okay. And use this to saute up our pears. Okay, so we got a little bit of that flavor from the pork in there also. All right. So, okay, at this point now what I want to do is, after we get our pears to caramelize here, we're going to take some of this Oregon pear wine, okay? And we're just going to put a little bit of this in our pan, and that'll help deglaze it, okay? And reduce down just a little bit, all right? When that deglazes it, it gives it a nice color. I'm going to do a little bit of braised greens really quick, okay? I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic and shallot. And I'm just going to lightly just blanch our greens here. Okay, and I have basically just some a variety of greens here. I've got some kale, some spinach, some Swiss chard in here. All right, so we're just going to just throw that in our saute pan there a little bit with some garlic and some shallot. All right, and a little salt and pepper here. Okay, like this. All right, and then we're going to take just a little bit of white wine. I have some white wine here. Okay, just a touch of white wine. Okay, so one last thing what we're going to do is before we do our plate presentation is we're going to take our sauteed caramelized pears here and we're just going to add just a little bit of butter to this right at the very end here. Okay, and that'll really give it some nice flavors. We're ready to go for our plate presentation here. Okay, so this is our butternut squash risotto. Okay, and we're just going to just put this like so on our plate right here. And then our pork loin chop. I'm just going to leave it whole. All right. We're just going to put that right there. And then I have some braised greens here that we're going to put right here on the side of it. And then we have our caramelized pears we're going to put right on top of our pork loin. Okay? Then a little bit of this sauce put on there. That. So here we have it. Here's our chef's special. It's a boneless pork loin with caramelized pears and a butternut risotto.